Good evening and welcome to Kellogg High School and Andrews Gymnasium for tonight's game between the Bulldogs of Grangeville High School and your Kellogg Wildcats. As members of the Idaho High School Activities Association, the Student Advisory Council, and the State Athletic Sportsmanship Committee, we remind you that sportsmanship and the objective of educational institutions are a top priority. Your cooperation, support of the values and respect and good citizenship are appreciated. And now, the starters for the Bulldogs. Number 2, a sophomore, Kate Schumacher. Number 3, a sophomore, Kate Thacker. Number 12, a sophomore, Will Cole. Number 14, a sophomore, Troy Long. And number 15, a sophomore, Gage Smith. The Bulldogs coached by Sean Wolfer, assisted by Kelsey Edwards. And now for the Wildcats. Number 1, a senior, Brody Robinson. Number 5, a junior, Bradley McDonald. Number 10, a junior, Braden Taylor. Number 21, a sophomore, Porter Lewis. Number 24, a sophomore, Ty Cheney. The Wildcats are coached by Mike Martin, assisted by Josh McDonald, Everett Rennie, Karen Figueroa, and Gus Goldberg. Officials tonight are Mr. Ben Allen, Dominic Dyer, and Duncan Yeager.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wildcats Live. This is Buck Coe, and we have Simon Miller up in the K-Wall booth filming tonight. And we got a CIL matchup here. Grangeville Bulldogs and the Kellogg Wildcats. Grangeville, I believe Kellogg won Grangeville their last game in Grangeville, so we'll see what they can do tonight. Simon, you are on to start us off.
Love it, Buck. Good job bringing us in here. This is a pretty big game because the Central Idaho League has been pretty up and down for all these teams, with Orfino knocking off, I think it was St. Mary's, or Priest River knocking off St. Mary's, and Orfino knocking off Priest River, and Priest River beating both Kellogg and St. Mary's. So it is a competitive and young league. So we are in for a treat tonight, I think. Both teams have a lot to play for.
Heck yeah, Simon. I mean, everyone has a fair share at the league right now, so I'm excited to see how this game goes. Grangeville shoots the 3 here early, and Braden will take it down the court. Shot is no good, but he will draw a foul.
And I like it when Braden is aggressive. He has a really unconventional knack for getting to the bucket, which is I just call it basketball IQ. But we need him to play a smart game and to score some points. And really the bread and butter of this Wildcats team under Coach Mike Martin is, Buck, a relentless and energetic defense. And let's just see if the Wildcats can pick that up and continue where they've left off and not get a big win here tonight.
Yeah. You know, Simon, when you talk, it sounds so educational. Your way with words is just great. Grangeville passes out, goes over to the center to the left side. Back over to the right side, save. Ball almost went out of bounds. Back to the left side, number 2. Shoemaker right. I'm gonna pass it correct.
I had to briefly pause and I had a phone call, so camera was a little off there. We're back on it here from the K-Wall Crow's Nest. Buck is doing a good job of keeping us in here verbally as well, so got that all squared away, so here we go. I did forget my clipboard though, Buck, so I'll have to pull the roster up on my laptop. I'll do that here. Camera is job number one though, as you well know.
Yes, 100%.
It's easy to forget if you get distracted.
3 there is no good by the Wildcats. And Grangeville passing the ball here.
Wildcats with a little 2-2-1 press here, Buck. Full court pressure.
See how this goes. Wildcats haven't done a ton of presses here, have they?
That depends. Coach Mike Martin will bring it out when needed. That's a nice Euro step bucket there on the transition by Drayden Taylor off the turnover.
And the bucket there by Grangeville. That was a good counter right there by Grangeville. Quick bucket off the bucket, and he draws the foul there. Shooting 2 is number 15, Gage Smith.
Yep, Gage
My
Smith.
way with words tonight is not wording.
If you have looked at that roster, though, Buck, regardless of pronunciation, look at those years. You see lots and lots of sophomores. Yes. So this Grangeville team is young, a lot like our girls team, but they are ready for this level for sure.
Yes. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 10s on this roster, like you said, Sam. What I'm seeing right now is all sophomores and seniors on this Grangeville team.
Yep.
So we will take this down to the right side. And
Buck, make sure you're unmuted. So then turn your slider up. The slider, turn that up a little bit so you're a little louder in the feed.
Test.
Okay, let's go with that. We'll see if Brian Cheney is giving us some audio feedback. He says Buck is very faint, so we're going to turn Buck up here on the faders. And Brian, let us know. We'll just kind of keep rolling with it here, keep the video rolling.
Hello. Okay.
Just keep on calling the game, Buck, and we'll work it out.
Let me know, guys, if that's better. All right.
So Buck, if that doesn't improve, Brian is. Oh, he says much better. So I think we're good to go.
Awesome.
Yep, that did it. So keep doing your thing.
Sweet.
Thank you to Brian Cheney from, looks to me, Santa Monica, California, watching the Wildcats, and his son Ty Cheney here remotely. Ty, a big part of Wildcats Live as well, huh, Buck? As well as a basketball player, yep. So
Ty's
welcome.
the one that got me into all this.
So thank you, Brian, for
Kudos
watching, and for Brian's our audio engineer remote. So helping us work through some of these technical issues. I won't say difficulties because we expect them. Sometimes issues just come up and we swap mics. So Buck is on my settings. We got Buck a little faded up a little bit. We got me up here on the wireless lapel. So we're going to roll with it. Thank you, Brian. Wildcats out to a 4-2 lead here early. Both teams kind of feeling one another out again.
Out to Lewis. He's in my blind spot, but he's going to call a charge right there.
But both of these teams, they're young. They play good defense. I would say as a coach, a charge is I almost love a charge better than points because it's a hustle play. It gets your team fired up, and it kind of is like a double turnover. You stop them, and you get them to commit a foul. There's Drayden with the steal.
Ooh, goes down, draws the foul. Ooh.
So early on, lots of contested action here, Buck, which we expected. Both teams fighting for Central Idaho League prominence, and it's a wide open league right now. St. Mary's, I think, has won this league, I'm going to say 9 consecutive years, but it might be more, it might be 8. But these teams are all saying, hey, we want a piece of this, and it's going to be fun here going down the stretch of the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, St. Mary's has, well, all these teams have had talented players, but St. Mary's has just kind of been the dominating.
Yeah, Coach
team
Brian
for
Chase
years
has
to come.
done a pretty phenomenal job of building that St. Mary's basketball program and sustaining it for more than, it's a decade, but more as we go here. That's a nice backdoor cut. Wildcats get the help defense, get the rebound.
Lewis passes it into the paint, and the foul is drawn. That was
How about Ty getting
Ty,
post position there? Yeah, early. We call that early. We get the transition going, and Ty, as a post player, or at least a power forward, Buck, impressive. You as a cross-country runner, seeing Ty in his size getting down the court that soon, establishing position and getting foul drawn here. So good so far for the Wildcats if they can get a few of these baskets to go down.
Yeah. Subs will come in. Ty will shoot his last shot, and it goes down. Grangeville, number 14, will take that down the court. That is Troy Long.
I feel like the Wildcats are in a 1-3-1 zone here. I haven't had a chance to watch them. Sometimes you have to watch a defense shift 1 or 2 passes, Buck. But initially in their set in Grangeville bringing the ball down the floor, it looked to me like a 1-3-1, and it now looks like they're shifting to a man. So Coach Mike Martin mixing up the defense, not letting these young Grangeville players get comfortable, even though they are talented and capable of playing at this high level. Keeping them on their toes as far as those defensive sets are going to be a really critical factor of this game, and Mike Martin is prepared. So we'll watch for that as we go the next few possessions. Grangeville in a man-to-man, Wildcats. Oh, we got a foul away from the ball maybe?
Yes.
Didn't see that.
I can try and look here on the replay, see what happens. Oh, do the replay. That's kind of weird. Maybe I need to.
Looks like the Wildcats back in there. Looks like a man. That might have been a man the first time down too, or the last time down. It just might have looked like a
And
nice job there by
Grangeville
Grangeville, yep.
with the 2-point. And the refs are going to stop this game.
They're going to call that a delay of game, I think, on number 5, who is McCoy Stamper. They call that a delay of game after they make a basket, if they kind of tap the ball out of bounds or, do something extra that causes the other team to have to do something to get the ball. And it's just a warning.
Oh.
So for now, it'll just be...
I don't think they credited Grangeville's.
It doesn't
points
count.
right there.
Oh, yeah, they might not have. Yeah, this should be 4 at least. Well, we'll leave it to them to figure that part out. Grangeville looking to capitalize again. Another empty Wildcat possession. It's going to be a 3.
That's number 3.
Bank is open for Thacker.
Yes, Tate Thacker.
That's a 5-0 run here for the Grangeville Bulldogs. Or 5-1.
Pass out. Ooh, that was kind of risky right there. Back out to Drayden. Into Honor Law, back over top. Just trying to open some stuff up
This
here.
is
I like
Buck,
that.
this is a 2-3 zone for the Grangeville Bulldogs. Wildcats did a good job of breaking that down, but ultimately to beat a 2-3 zone, you got to hit jumpers. Doesn't have to be threes. It just has to be open looks. You got to make them pay for that. And so far the Wildcats just kind of still lukewarm from the court here, from the floor.
Ooh, Honor Law is going to pass out. There's a miss. And Wildcats will finally get the put
Nice
down.
cleanup there by Ty.
Cheney.
Yep.
Yes. Grangeville will take this one down to the right side for 3. And that was a really good look on 3 right there. Gonna have to watch that for the rest of this game. Drayden with the floater right there. It's good.
That's good discipline by Drayden. Going into the paint there, Buck. He had 3 Grangeville defenders waiting to draw a charge, and he pulled up, controlled his body, put a little floater in. That's what you want to see from Kellogg.
Another 3 right there. A lot of 3s going up in the air for Grangeville these last few possessions. And it's going to be Wildcats' ball.
I want to go back to that Drayden Taylor jumper that he hit. That is a really encouraging development in his game. He's so athletic and lengthy that he would normally try to take that to the bucket and draw the charge, and he has found an awareness there, and he's controlling his body so well. That jumper right there was really, really needed by the Wildcats. Good sign from Drayden Taylor there. 2-3 zone. Wildcats looking to attack the middle of that paint. Working the ball around the perimeter.
Drayden open. Shot is no good.
Good ball movement there by Kellogg, though. Like it. Good possession.
Yeah, they passed it
Couldn't get the
around
3 to
until
go.
someone was open. So rebound by Drayden. Drayden's just doing a lot of stuff right now on the court.
It's not a bad thing when Drayden's the center of everything for Kellogg. He is the straw that stirs the drink, but he's got a lot of players like you've mentioned, Ty and Porter and Caden. He's got players that can help him, and
Yeah.
he's unselfish as well. So it's a good sign that Drayden is taking control of the game here.
Porter
Little
passed to
weave.
Vandasius,
It's called a little
yeah.
weave here with the Wildcats. Yep, trying to take care of that ball, work that clock down.
Porter out. Shows no good. And Grangeville will get this defensive rebound. And that is the end of the first quarter, 9-7. It's a pretty close game.
Yeah, I would say for Kellogg, I feel pretty good if I'm Kellogg. They're playing really, really good defense, disciplined defense. They're not getting beat up on the boards. I think on the offensive end, they probably had 2 or 3 pretty good looks that didn't go down, maybe a missed free throw here or there. You're up 9-7, you're on the road, or you're at home. I think that Kellogg's in a good spot here. I think they're playing the style of basketball they're playing right now. I feel like they're setting the tone, and that's a positive.
Yeah, based on what I saw in previous games, Kellogg has gotten off a lot more shots
Yeah.
instead of turnovers. Shots to turnover ratio has been a lot better than in previous games, so I like what I'm seeing with that. I'd rather lose the ball off a rebound than off of a turnover.
Sure.
And Grangeville has been doing pretty good with their defense, and they've gotten a 3 or 2, and it's kept them in the game. So as we're opening up the second quarter, Grangeville will pass the ball in. Got some visitors at the door. Are you expecting anybody, Simon?
I don't know. Wildcats 2-3 zone and able to get a stop there, not able to get the rebound.
Grangeville takes it to the left side. It's number 2 out in the paint.
Wildcats need to finish their defensive possessions here, Buck. So right there, just on this trip down the court, the Wildcats made 2 stops, played really good defense, and then weren't able to secure the rebound. And so that gave Grangeville 3 opportunities, this being their 3rd here at the free throw line. And that looks to be like number 1, Carson Astle. The 6'2", you gotta guess if you say sophomore, you're in good shape.
Yes.
Your odds are good. It's either a sophomore or a senior.
Second free throw is up and no good. Porter will take this one down out to the left side. It's Brody. No good, but Kellogg will remain with the ball.
Tristan did a good job on that backside rebound. He fought for it and forced the Grangeville player to, fight for a piece of it, and that enabled it to be Kellogg ball here underneath. That's just an unusual stack from the sideline. We'll see what this turns into. A little bit of a safety valve there.
Brody.
That
was nice.
Yeah, that's good basketball by Brody Robinson there. Dribble, attack, and once the defense commits, dumps it down. And who was that? I believe that was number 5 for Kellogg.
I don't know who that was.
It was Radley. I didn't recognize Radley with the shoulder brace there. But I think that was Radley to finish. So
yeah,
McDonald into the game for the Wildcats.
Having some replay issues here. Sorry. It's not capturing my replay.
Another turnover here on the inbounds. Wildcats was keeping up that suffocating defense. Comes Porter to the corner. Back out. Wildcats with a good ball movement. A little bit of a mishandle there.
Brody for 3, no good.
Yeah, I like that look. That was good. Another good possession by the Wildcats. If they were making even a couple more of these buckets, not even all of them, they would be growing that lead even more. Looks like they're back to their man-to-man here.
Out to 1.
Grangeville trying to get it down into the paint. Coach Mike Martin imploring for hands up. Make them make a bucket. Don't give them an easy shot. That's a good rebound there by Radley.
Yes.
Here comes Porter again. Wildcats need to find some offensive rhythm here. The ball movement is there. The discipline is there. The unselfishness is there. They just need somebody to knock it down. Just like that. Irv almost gets that 3 to go. Just not quite. Wildcats just knocking on the door. Oh, and that's going to be a travel. Good job by the Wildcats springing that kind of a soft press, but then coming up and playing pressure man, get that travel call there. So it is 11-7. Not a lot of scoring thus far, a lot of defense, a lot of hustle.
Yeah, a lot of defense by both sides.
Wildcats have had some looks, Buck. They are not, their offense is not suffering from ball movement and discipline. They just haven't been able to get hot and get some momentum going here. But they are breaking this 2-3 zone down exactly like you should. Little dribble drive there. Was that Brody?
Yes.
All right, so maybe that hoop will open up a little bit here for the Cats.
Wildcats hopefully can get a steal here and then look to get over them by 2 times, but
that was Tristan Baker down there trying to front that post. Did a really good job, just got a little too much body. But I'll take that if I'm Coach Mike Martin. I like that defender of the paint down there, Tristan, being a little bit more aggressive and assertive down there. That 6'6" frame.
Oh, over the shoulder right there. That was number 2 on Grangeville.
Schumacher.
Kate Schumacher.
Yeah, that was a good bucket. 2-3 zone still. Wildcats trying to get it to tie there at the top of the free throw line. They end up getting the ball back. And a driving kick here. Drayden thought about the 3. See the 2-3 zone here, Buck? See the 2 on the top and the 3 along the bottom?
Yeah.
And you can see the Wildcats here trying to get the ball to the free throw line there to tie. Now he's going to take a look and kick or get it down to Tristan. He chose to kick it, and the bucket's no good, but that's good hustle. So Wildcats are doing everything right. They just need to make a basket here. Somebody needs to get one to go. 2-3 zone.
Yeah, 2-3 still.
Yep. There's our high post. Drifting, good. That's good basketball. This is just needs somebody to hit a shot. Then maybe it's going to be Porter.
Ooh.
It is not. There's
Good
Tristan
luck.
Baker. Get in there, Tristan. There you go. You like the big guy. Waiting and waiting patiently and then crashing the boards, but good recipe for Kellogg there. Love it. Good job there by Baker, making some positive contributions here on both ends. There he caused that too. So Tristan Baker
All
having
right.
himself a pretty good game.
Yes. Out to Ty. Ooh, he gets blocked right there. He wants
Ty gets
revenge.
one, yeah, from the back.
He's
Yeah,
hustling down.
that was
He
a good
wants the
cut there by
revenge.
Ty. Boy, this is turning into a little bit of a track meet. Oh boy. Both teams like to get out and run here. That's going to be, I think, a foul on Ty, maybe on the three-point shooter. Don't want to. Oh, it's not. What is it? I missed it. Maybe a travel. I don't see a foul being reported.
I think they just put a.
Okay, so I thought maybe Ty got a piece of the wrist there of the three-point shooter. Apparently not. Wildcats will get possession back here. Let's see if Grangeville stays in that 2-3 zone. Looks like they are.
Looking like it, yeah.
Yep. Wildcats with 2 down on the baseline in the front court.
So
They're-
Simon,
Yes.
how do you identify a man versus zone defense?
So if you can see, as the Wildcats are passing and moving around, those Grangeville players, and that's going to get a piece of the ball there, and Ty is going to get a piece of it there and go back up. So what you look for, Buck, is if a player from Grangeville is guarding Porter, it appears to be, and Porter runs all the way across the other side of the court, and that player doesn't go with him, that player is in a zone. So he's guarding more of an area on the court more than an actual person. So the Grangeville Bulldogs, up until this point in the game, have been in a 2-3 zone with 2, that means 2 players on the top portion or the back court, and 3 along the bottom, 1 in the middle of the paint. And what they'll do is they all have assignments, and they can leave their zone temporarily to accommodate for another player, but ultimately they are responsible for a zone on the court rather than an individual player.
Thank you, Simon.
Yep. Another turnover there, and the Wildcats just kind of continue to play this menacing, it's not a full court man, it's more like a 3/4 court, soft man, but once it gets to half court, they are intent on making life as difficult for these Grangeville Bulldogs as possible. And that just comes down to being in good shape and being able to play tough defense. There's another 3, that's Irv! He got it, finally.
That was Robinson right
Oh,
there.
that's Brody.
Yeah.
That was Brody. It was not Irv. Irv would take it, but it's Brody, the senior for the Wildcats. That's a big 3, Buck. The 3 will sort of, and there's a take there. So Buck, making 3-pointers will draw a team out of a zone defense if you can continue to capitalize. So we'll see if the Wildcats can keep being disciplined and break down that zone. Right now they're up 20-11. So
Yeah, Grangeville staying consistent with that 2-3.
Yep. Ty Cheney with a nice little 6-7 footer. So the Wildcats finding a little bit of offensive success here last 3 possessions. Some pretty good defense there. Grangeville very determined to get that rebound. And just how many fouls? I can't see from my, is that 3 on Kellogg, Buck?
Yes, 3 on Kellogg,
2
2
on Graydon,
Grangeville.
yep. 3 on Kellogg as a team, 2 on Grangeville as a team. So I'm in agreement with Mike Martin getting Drayden out of the game with just 1:50 to go in the half. You don't want him to pick up that 3rd foul.
All right, Porter gets the rebound here.
2-3 zone. Here it is again. Short corner. Honor Law back through. This is textbook breaking down a 2-3 zone. Great look there. That one almost went down. I think that was Brody again. Somebody gambled there. Kellogg has to maybe not settle for the 3 here. You maybe have to break them down. You're ahead here if you're Kellogg. You have got to use that shot clock and keep working the ball. The 3, if it's there, I'm not opposed to it, but they're not red hot from 3, so I'd continue to work that ball and try to get it to the short corner or into the paint like this and make something happen off of that.
The chaos kind of opens up a 3 right there.
And just like that, who is it again? Brody Robinson. Another 3 ball from the corner pocket.
Wow. He's having a pretty good night for himself.
He is. And you know, there's a saying, and Coach Borgard, I know he's watching, we have a saying, shoot or shoot. That means you miss 2 or 3 shots. Of course, you're aware of the broader context of the game and when you need certain points and possessions. But in the end, if you're a shooter, your memory is short and you shoot it if you have another opportunity. And Brody has done that, and just like that, the Wildcats grow that lead 25-13 here late in the second quarter.
All right, 40 seconds remaining.
3-second call, Buck.
3 in the key.
Yep, 3 in the key. Again, a lot of these things you're seeing from Grangeville, this team from 2 weeks ago forward, this team is going to continue to get better and better and better. They're just so young. You're going to see they're going to be really difficult to deal with here, even in a week. They're just well coached. They're good players. Right now, just the experience factor, the difference for the Wildcats here, and being patient against that. Now it's a man-to-man. See, Buck, how the difference? See how they're moving?
Yeah, they're moving with them.
Yep.
I see.
So now when they cut through, they're switching. That might be a 2-3 still.
3-pointers, no good, but close.
Good heady play there by Ty. He got that bucket. Boy, he's running off. He's running off. He's got a little bit of disappointment in his step because he didn't make that putback, but wisely fought for the ball and was able to throw it out of bounds, just ran out of time. I'd say, Buck, I'm giving the Wildcats a B+ in that half. If they'd have made a few more of those shots, I'd give them a solid A. Offensively, they just weren't able to get, really hot from the field, but great defensively, good enough offensively, and they have a 25-13, 12-point lead against the visiting Grangeville Bulldogs.
Heck yeah, I agree with your little grading scale right there, Simon.
All right.
So,
well, I was a teacher, so grading is, I always try to bring something back to a grade.
Oh, nice, yeah. I like that the Wildcats didn't struggle on any, how many turnovers did they have? It was down to very limited.
I think so too. I think it was very few.
Yeah. All right, well, we don't have the band here, so I think we'll go to an ad. Thank you for watching Wildcats Live. We'll see you after halftime.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors, and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our military through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 25 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 4,000 construction projects across the United States. NASCO has had the privilege of working with the U.S. Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs to plan, develop, and complete their new visitor center, which will both serve as a designated Colorado Welcome Center and illustrate a day in the life of cadets through interactive exhibits. NASCO provides support to our military through the construction of essential facilities used to train, prepare our soldiers, and enhance our nation's warfighting readiness. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here for the third quarter of this Intermountain League game. Oh, not Intermountain League game.
Ooh, that's okay. That's good knowledge. That's reaching back, Buck.
Reaching back to
from the IML to
Central Idaho.
Central Idaho.
CIL.
Hey, Buck, what happened at halftime? What happened in that drawing? I think Coach Bogard is watching, so can you fill us in what happened there?
There's a lot of money put into that drawing there, and it was all donated back by Miss Lewis.
By Coach Mike Martin.
Yeah.
Coach Mike Martin was the winner, and he donated it back, and I think the pot was north of $1,800.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty good. That's awesome, yes.
That's just the monetary part, but the love for Coach Eli and Lauren and family is boundless. So
I think it's only, yeah, that's great.
All right, here we go. Set us up, boys. Wildcats 25-13, 12-point lead at half. What do they got to do here to keep it going?
For the Wildcats here, I just say keep up the defense. I feel like the Wildcats defense has been steady through the game, and just for the offense, just try to get a few more shots to go down. But I like what I'm seeing without the turnovers.
Yeah, I think you're correct, and you brought that up at the end of the half. Even though in the first quarter and a little bit into the second, they weren't shooting exceptionally well from the floor, they weren't turning it over. And that's important because, like we said, shooters keep shooting, and eventually those shots are going to fall.
And we have a guest up here, Simon. Alex Cassidy.
Hello, guys.
Alex
Cassidy joining Wildcats Live.
Yeah. Alex, what do you like that you've seen so far in this game? You've been sitting down there in the student section.
I like the movement and the momentum and their speed. Their speed is pretty good. And I like they have pretty good fast passes too. They've been very quick.
Yeah, the Wildcats' speed has been definitely good, and I think that's helped them a little bit with not turning over the ball as much. Is they've been outmatching Grangeville a little bit in speed with the ball this game, so that's helped them quite a little bit there in this game. What do you like that you've seen so far, Simon?
I'm going to piggyback on you and the lack of turnovers, which is always really good to see. I like it when you get good looks. You're not always going to make your shots, but if you play good defense and you don't turn the ball over, you're going to always be in the game. And I like that the Wildcats do that. And I think going away in this, or just kind of overview of the first half, I really like how unselfish this Wildcat team is. Alex stressed how quick they are, how they move the ball well, they move it rapidly. You stressed on how, they didn't turn it over. My point is going to be how unselfish this group of boys is, and there isn't just one guy that tries to take over. They really play well as a team, and I think that's going to go well for them here.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Alex. All right. Out to the left side to the center. Ty Cheney back out to the left side. Ooh, got a little pickpocket right there. That was number 14. And the Wildcats will get the ball back. Drayden takes it down.
Little helter-skelter here the last two possessions. Both teams kind of trying to outwit the other here. And like Alex said, it's quick. The turnover and on the other side, then another turnover, and we're back on Kellogg's side already. So
it's way different than middle school.
It's a little different level, isn't it, Alex? And that's it. Alex, if you think about these guys, there's some freshmen down there and some sophomores. Definitely is a little bit faster paced, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And a little fast bucket right there, like we're saying, guys.
That was Drayden. He's picked his spots here very well so far this game. I really feel like he's playing within the game plan of Coach Martin and also showing off some of that athleticism that he has. That's a nice three there, too, by the Grangeville Bulldogs.
That was Tate Schumacher. I think I'm pronouncing that right now.
Yep.
Gonna go out to Radley. Back out to the left side. Brody to the center. Ooh, I like that look right there.
That was a great cut and great pass. everything but the finish. It's been too much of a theme for Kellogg tonight, but that's another big three. Watch out. Here come the Grangeville Bulldogs. Wildcats going to have to make sure they cash in on some of these possessions because Grangeville will get right back into this.
Yeah, on that three, the previous play, that was Tate Schumacher.
Oh
my gosh, I'm just
turnovers,
saying
Buck.
Tate
I think we
Schumacher,
jinxed them.
That was Tate Thacker.
Oh.
We got two Tates on the Grangeville team, so when I say Tate.
Looks like the Wildcats are going to take a timeout. I think of the three of us that offered up our analysis of the first half, I think, Buck, you are the honorary jinx of the night because I think the Wildcats have 3 turnovers here to start the half. So hopefully they will get that shored up. We don't want that trend to continue.
And Grangeville has been good on their previous threes.
Yeah,
so
2 threes, right?
those add up points very quickly.
Yes. We have Coach Mike Martin down there drawing up some adjustments, maybe some reminders, because I know that they have been told these things before, but that's why we play the games. That's why we have timeouts and coaches. But we talked about the Wildcats playing unselfishly. How about Coach Mike Martin winning a pot of nearly $1,000 and with no hesitation saying, I want to donate that as well. That's unselfish. That's a giver's heart and a giver's spirit. And it starts with the coach. And I think that the Wildcats, are taking on the personality of their coach. He's a disciplinarian. He's a hard worker. And let's see if they can get some things going here on the offensive end.
Yeah, that's very inspiring, Simon. All right. Grangeville's pass will be...
that was Radley McDonald getting that steal. He poked that entry pass away and avoided the foul. Oh,
ooh,
Wildcats almost turn it over again.
Right there, yeah. Man, I really hope I did not jinx this. And that's gonna...
So the Wildcats really, have they scored? They've only scored 2, I think, because it was 25.
Yeah, only 2 points.
13.
That was pretty early.
So 6-2 so far since the half.
Grangeville's got to get... Oh, good steal right there. That was Evan. And there. And that jinx, Simon.
Yeah, they did. They were able to get a turnover there and get it to Drayden, who capitalized. And then Radley got a little too enthusiastic there on the defense, which I think is a good thing. I take that back. I thought Radley had some kind of shoulder brace on. He's just got a compression sleeve. It's black on one side, so should be okay there.
Ooh, another turnover for the Bulldogs. 2 consecutive turnovers right off the pass on the inside.
Wildcats just unable to make some of those little jumpers.
Yeah.
Might I add, maybe perhaps using the backboard, if possible. Ty Cheney saying, you're not taking that away from me, not without earning it. Anyway, those last 2 or 3 jumpers the Wildcats have had down there in the paint, Buck and Alex, they're like little 2-3 foot floaters. Use the glass, put it up off the backboard, let the backboard help you. Your odds increase by using the backboard.
Ooh. That's going to be a foul right there.
It's getting a little chippy here, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Both teams kind of coming out of the half with their adjustments and hoping for some results. Grangeville with a couple of key 3-pointers. Wildcats with a couple of forced turnovers, but still unable to offensively really blow the lid off. And
ooh, got to turn around.
Yeah, there's another turnover there. So the Wildcats really need to be smart offensively here. That's smart right there. Caden Honorlaw to Ty Cheney.
Yeah.
We get a replay on that, or is it still malfunctioning?
It's still malfunctioning.
Maybe close that app, Buck, on the iPad and reopen it.
What's going on down here?
Well, we got a lot of people in the crowd here with strong opinions for these referees.
Getting a little chippy down here.
A little chippy, but players are playing hard. Referees are calling a pretty solid game and doing their best, and it's going to go over to the Wildcats here, I think.
I'm gonna test this
Everybody's
really
kind of
quick.
looking around.
See if no, still not.
Well, it should capture it, but then
Yeah, I'm looking here on the left side of the OBS, and it's not saying capture replay.
oh, okay. I don't think it says it anymore. But if you play it,
Yeah,
like
it
do a
was-
split screen and see what it plays. Just hit the split screen and see what comes up. We'll still be able to watch the game.
Split screen.
Yeah, replay split. There you go.
Yeah, it's back to the girls' game from
Okay.
earlier.
So something's up with the replay here.
Yeah, we'll figure that out for later. Oh, that's gonna be a free ball for the Wildcats. We're gonna pick it up. That's a free bucket. Yeah. All right. Wildcats on a little run here. A little bit of momentum. Grangeville's got to watch out for these turnovers. And I think they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on number 5. McCoy.
That was a great job by Porter. Porter right now is just nipping at the heels and in the pocket of every Grangeville player he's around, making life difficult and causing turnovers here. So Porter is having himself a pretty good stretch here in the third quarter. Hey, we didn't pick a player of the game for the girls, Buck. Do you have anybody that sticks out
yes.
to you? A lot of freshmen were playing.
Ooh, yeah. That's tough.
From what I've seen from the girls' game, Danny was hustling pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, I agree with Alex. I'm thinking Danny. Or Bella Sherliff.
Yeah, I was thinking even looking at some of those girls that came in that don't play a lot of minutes. Let me see here. I'm looking at points, even though that's not the most important thing. Here as we have Porter Lewis at the line. It looks like there weren't a lot of points scored, obviously. Danny, of course, had her share. Schillerith really had a pretty good game.
Yes.
It'd be nice to give it to somebody that hasn't won it before, and Schillerith has definitely come into some games and played very hard. So
yeah,
that would
she was
be
just
my vote.
hustling the
Danny
whole time.
Schillerith would be my vote.
All right.
While we're discussing that, the score is 37. It has grown for the Wildcats 37-19, almost to that 20-point mark, and none of it really super pretty. But again, I still feel like the trademark of this Mike Martin team is relentless defense and disciplined offense, and they've done that tonight. If they were even a degree warmer from the field shooting, this would be a 25-point game. So I know there's lots of ifs and that sort of thing in sports, but I just think that the Wildcats are stepping into their identity as a defensive defend, rebound, and run. And I think they're doing that really well tonight.
Yeah. Okay. Grangeville shooting from the line. Second one is no good. Robinson will take this one down the left side. Back out to the center. Pass out to the right side, back out to the center. And mid-range shot.
That's Tristan. I don't mind Tristan taking that baseline jumper. Tristan's got size, he's got experience, he's played a lot of basketball. And it's nice to have that size because it helps in defending and rebounding, but I do like to see him grow his confidence offensively, because there is a point in that offense where it's going to go through him and he's going to be called upon to hit a key bucket. So I don't mind that little baseline jumper at all. That shot there by Mendacious didn't even get above the rim. I'd like to see him snap that wrist, get that ball a little higher. That was better. Maybe just a little quick on the first one. There you go, Tristan. Tried to go up strong. Thought there might have been a foul there, but no. Still 37-20.
And that's going to go to the Wildcats. Right there. Grangeville having some turnover issues here in this second half. If I'm Grangeville's coach, I want to watch out for that.
I wasn't paying attention at that possession there. I think Grangeville has come out of that 2-3 zone, but sometimes you can extend that 2-3 zone and it looks more like a man-to-man, but we'll have to see the next possession how that plays out.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're still doing
Senior Brody at the line here.
First one's good.
Always good to make those free throws.
You know, something that we should do in the future is like a free throw award for like the most free throws made in a certain season, because I feel like free throws are the most underrated thing in a basketball game. They can be the decider of whether you win or lose.
I think dunks and three-pointers have made free throws kind of boring, but they're still just as important, if not more so. I'd agree with that, Buck. $39-20 here. End of the third quarter, about 53 seconds to go. Wildcats leading the Wildcats now in a 2-3 zone. Now the Wildcats are in a 2-3. Coach Mike Martin continuing to mix the defensive looks up.
Yeah. Ooh, there's that steal right there. And shot is no good.
Got to make those. I think that was Johnson.
Yeah, Charlie's
into the game.
There.
Yeah, Charlie on a big steal. That would have been a great bucket to get too, but nice steal anyway.
Out back to that left side. I like this passing by Grangeville.
Yep, 2-3 zone.
Waiting for something. Oh, that. Yeah, gotta watch shot clock.
Nice defensive stand there for the Wildcats.
All right, that wraps up the third quarter, 39-20.
Got a pretty good lead. Gotta keep it there.
Yes. I like what the Wildcats did there. For a second there, I thought it was gonna be jinx. It still could be.
Yeah,
in the
I think
future,
you might have got out of your jinx, Buck. I think you can breathe easy now. I was a little worried out of the gate there in the second half. Wildcats with a little bit of a turnover trend, and I was concerned that maybe that was going to be your fault. But I think you're off the hook. I think they've played through it, and you're safe. I think
I'm still not completely off the hook.
I still think it was a really good observation, and we got to take our chances.
Yeah. Well, that is relieving. At least now I won't be blamed if it happens. All right, well.
So the Wildcats have the Grangeville Bulldogs tonight, both boys and girls. And tomorrow, the boys and girls will have the Orfino Maniacs here at Andrews Gym. So a lot of CIL. I almost said IML too. A lot of CIL action here in 24 hours.
You know, it's kind of weird because with the Idaho new divisions of 2A, well, with that new edition of the 6A,
classifications,
2A, 2A is now 6A. Sorry, no, what? 2A is now 3A.
Yep.
When I hear 3A, I automatically think IML for this area. So when I just think 3A, I just want to say IML.
Yep. It's easy to do.
Max Prep's there for a little bit, even had it labeled as
I know.
the Intermountain League. Thought that was kind of strange. Shot by Drayden.
Oh, Drayden's got such good touch. Found the soft spot there again in the defense. Elevated. Nice touch there by Drayden Taylor.
Yeah. Wildcats will extend their lead to 21. Ooh, 3 right there.
Nice shot.
Who was that? Was that number 12?
Number 12, yep.
The Grangeville, that is Will Told.
So
Baker
Tristan
right
got
there.
that ball there about 8 feet away from the basket. I'd like to see him shot fake and drive to the bucket with that size. He kind of settled there. I think he can get a better shot.
Yeah.
He can make the defense. If you always want to make the defense defend. So if you get the ball right in the heart of the paint there and you have an open shot, sometimes it's to your advantage to do a shot fake and draw 2 defenders up, and then it's all yours. Then it's a layup, or maybe in Tristan's case a dunk. But he no fault in taking that shot. But I think that there's a better shot there for Tristan if he uses his shot fake.
Yeah. Porter with the quick 3 right there.
The Wildcats got to be careful here. They don't, like you said, quick 3. They need to work this clock down.
Yeah.
They don't need to stall.
We do have a nice lead.
But the Wildcats are up by 18 with 6.5 minutes. They can't just, they can't get complacent on offense. They have to continue to look for good shots and maybe even be picky and say, this is a good shot, but we need to get a great shot.
Yeah,
So,
and you have 35 seconds to spare on every possession to
the
find the one that you want.
Right
so.
now, the clock is basically your friend. Like, you want that clock running. You don't want to stop what you're doing. You don't want to stop playing aggressive defense. Offensively, however, you want to be a little bit picky and make Grangeville defend for 10, 15, 20 seconds instead of putting up a quick shot.
What do we got going on down
Looks like a lane violation. They're going to get another shot. One of the Wildcats was in the paint a little early on that free throw. Maybe it was, he's pointing over at Ty and Rad. I think Radley and Ty are both pointing at each other.
All right. Grangeville's attempt is good.
Let's see if the Wildcats can, I would like to see, unless it's a wide open look, I'd like to see them be a little more picky here offensively.
Yeah. And that'll be knocked away there by Grangeville. So when it gets knocked away by another player, that doesn't reset the shot clock, correct?
No. A kicked ball, I think, either resets or adds time to it, but a deflection does not.
All right. All right.
Again, I'm not
Grangeville
super
with the
thrilled with that
rebound there.
offensive possession either. I'm going to be picky here.
They
I
took off
was,
a tiny bit.
yeah, I was trying to be
though.
really positive with the girls because they were up against a really tough opponent. The boys here have this game. I'm not going to say it's in hand, but the boys thus far have been in control. And I'm not too happy with their last 3-4 possessions offensively. I think they're settling, and I don't think they're making Grangeville get a stop. I think they're kind of giving them, if they would have made any of those shots, sure, it'd be great. But I don't think that's the type of offense we want here the last 6 minutes.
Grangeville shooting 2, last free throw right here. And second one is no good. Drayden will take this one down center. All right, yeah, pass it around. I like it.
There we go.
See, Porter could have
now-
shot that if
now
he
they're
wanted
being
to.
a little picky. Now they're saying, okay. And that's a good shot by Ty, and we were down to 16. So we burned 10 seconds there, and that still doesn't feel like still feels like we could have burned 10 more easily.
On Ty. I mean,
One thing you guys will notice, despite being down double digits, Grangeville has not come out and pressured Kellogg. Kellogg could have burned all 35 seconds there if they wanted, and they didn't. So you don't want to, like I said, you don't just want to burn clock, but if they're not going to come out and pressure you,
You might as well
pass it
take
around
advantage.
for 15 seconds and then run your set. But Kellogg has not burned more than 10 seconds the last 4 possessions. So we'll see if that is a factor here as we go, but
Yeah.
that's my analysis so far.
All
This
right.
won't be a factor.
Straight in there. Easy shot.
Any ideas for player of the game here for the Wildcats?
Ooh, for the Wildcats. That's tough. It's pretty well spread, this game.
I would say so.
Hard to say. I think my player of the game is gonna have to determine on who really spices it up in these last 3 minutes, because it's hard for me to have a candidate. Right now it's probably Robinson.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Brody as well. Not only did he hit those 2 threes that kind of got Kellogg, offensively in rhythm, but defensively he's not taking any time off.
No.
He's playing as hard as anybody else.
And he's been in a lot of this
And
game
he's
also.
been in a lot, and so he's done pretty much a little bit of everything. So let's keep our eye on Brody, and let's see if anybody else flashes here in the last 4 minutes.
A kind of quick shot right there by Grangeville. Not particularly what I like to see, but
Well, remember, they're down, so
Yeah.
they're going to have to make the most out of these 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
yeah, they're definitely not out of this game, but Wildcats definitely need to burn some more clock.
Much better job of the Wildcats this time. Much
Agreed.
better. Drayden's just going to take one from deep. But look
Get
how much
this
time.
rebound,
Yeah,
yeah.
6 seconds left on the shot clock. Not crazy about the shot, but really impressed by the discipline and working the ball around. So now we need a combination of the two. Work the ball, get a good quality shot. Right now the Wildcat lead 17.
Yep. Grangeville.
Honorlaw doing just everything he can down there in the paint to make life difficult. He does a good job of that despite being undersized for that position. It's
Yes.
pretty cool that he's willing to go down there and do the dirty work.
Shot no good by Grangeville. There for 3. Wildcats will get this ball back with 3:27 remaining. I like this patience with the ball.
Yeah,
It may
we're
not
in no
be the
hurry
most
here.
entertaining thing, but it is sure efficient, so.
Grangeville staying in that 2-3 zone.
Nice work. Okay, you got 10 seconds left. You can start looking for the
Love it.
shot.
I love that
And it's
possession.
good.
That's a possession of the night right there.
Straight in.
That's
yes.
textbook for the Wildcats. And that maybe gets Drayden up there for player of the game, huh?
Yeah, Drayden has.
Drayden and Brody, I mean, they're all playing hard. It's a team, but Drayden and Brody kind of flashing here.
Drayden up with another thing. Yeah, Drayden's trying to make candidate for player of the game here.
That's a nice little run there by the Wildcats. 48-26, now the lead to 22. And that is a comfortable lead. 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go. Coach Mike Martin in a good position here. Do a little more coaching. Maybe work with a few different lineups, different players, and see what the Wildcats can do here. And of course, it might be good to get a few of these guys that have been in a lot some rest, because they have to play a really big game tomorrow night as well. So nice stretch there for the Wildcats.
Yeah. Or Orofino tomorrow. That's a pretty. I think I think they're up there with St. Mary's, aren't they?
Yeah, so the standings, I took some notes today, and the standings really got mixed up when both Priest River and Orfino took their shots, and one beat St. Mary's and one beat Priest River. And what we have right now in the Central Idaho League is, at the top, of course, is Priest River. They are 4-1. St. Mary's is 4-1. Kellogg is 2-2. Tonight, after tonight, that should put them up to 3-2. And Orfino will come to town tomorrow, 2-4. So Kellogg really, if they win tonight and tomorrow, would put them to 4-2. And let's see, Priest River still has quite a few games left here. They just got done. They have Grangeville left, they have Kellogg left, and St. Mary's. So lots can happen here. And don't forget that the Priest River Spartans beat Kellogg here at home. So Kellogg is going to have to go on the road and beat Priest River. St. Mary's has, as we're continuing action here, St. Mary's has Kellogg, Grangeville, and Priest River left. So, oh, and guess what? Guess what I wasn't doing that whole time?
Camera.
All right, I got into my research, and people missed 2 possessions. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm no Buck Coe.
Ooh, quick 3 right there.
Brody
good,
Brody just put his stamp on his campaign for player of the game. I believe it's between Brody and Drayden right now.
Yes. I don't know, Drayden he's done a lot here in the end of this game.
You know, with a minute 27 left to go here, Brady's played a heck of a ball game, Brody. But I want to highlight what we talked about early in the game with Drayden and his sort of evolution of not doing too much, not trying to do too much. And I think that the last 4 or 5 games he has been doing that, and I think we should reward that. I think that should be a player of the game. Brody, man, I mean, nobody lost it. I just think that extra, what do you call it? That extra thing that's kind of an intangible of not doing too much, just enough, and still having a great game. That's what Drayden did. So I'm going to quit talking so I don't forget to move the camera again.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. My player of the game is Drayden. Alex, what do you think? Brody. All right. Yeah, I think both of those players did really great tonight.
I agree with Alex too. He makes some good points.
Yeah. Brody's been pretty dang good from the 3-point line tonight.
Yeah,
sparking a lot of momentum. It's really hard to say. And if anybody wants to vote player of the game in the last minute, let us know down in the chat, and we will take that into consideration. We love to reward our players, win or lose. Charlie's just kind of stalling out the clock here.
Yep. Bleeding that clock down now for Kellogg.
Good ball work. Ooh, offensive foul here, I think. I don't know what that was. It was on Tristan Baker.
Oh, by the way, I put my vote in the chat, Buck.
Oh, okay. All right. The shot clock is off. That is going to be game. Good game.
All right, boys, we got through another one. We initiated Alex Cassidy as part of the Wildcats live crew, so
Welcome, Alex.
Cats come out with a win. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Great effort tonight by the boys. Coach Mike Martin, of course, winning the 50-50 pot for the Beauregard family, donating it all back. Wins all around here in the last game. Wildcats will improve their record, and they will await the Orfino Maniacs. We will announce Drayden Taylor as player of the game, and I will take it. Buck, you can take it down to the alma mater, and I will close things down up here. Thanks for watching, everybody.